All right, guys, notes on thrombocytes. Thrombocytes are platelets. Platelets are the second most common component of blood right after red blood cells. Its number one job is to work with clotting factors to make blood clots. The process of making blood clots is called hemostasis, and we'll do that in a second on the next slide. Platelets have a very unique shape. They're fragmented pieces of cells. They were originally part of a large cell called a megakaryocyte. When that megakaryocyte wears out, it basically ruptures into all these pieces, and those pieces are platelets that help our blood clot, make blood clots. Okay, process of hemostasis. Basically, first you have to have an injury, right? And those epithelial cells at the injury site release some chemicals. Those chemicals tell your body to constrict your vessels. So vasoconstriction. That reduces the blood flow, reduces the blood loss to try to start the process of clotting. Meanwhile, because that vessel is smaller, and because those chemicals have signaled it to start, the platelets start getting stuck to each other and the injury site. Okay, this is called the formation of the platelet plug. Okay, so it's a soft clot. Here's the platelet plug. Then the next step is kind of complicated because there's a lot of different clotting factors involved, but I'm going to try to simplify it for you. Coagulation is actually defined as a liquid turning into a solid. So we have fibrinogens, which are water soluble, and thrombin has to convert it into something stronger to hold that soft clot into a harder clot. Okay, so it turns into fibrin, which keeps the clot together, makes the clot stronger. Then after a while, once your body started the healing process, after the rebuilding of the cells have happened, white blood cells show up and destroy the clot or dissolve it, basically by eating away at the sides, the outside of the clot, until it's so small it kind of falls off. So here's a picture of the whole process again. I'm going to skip to here. So here's a whole bunch of clotting factors. You'll see that a lot of them are from the liver, and a lot of them need vitamin K. Okay, vitamin K, I think it's over here, specifically is in green vegetables, so dark leafy greens. So if somebody has a clotting issue, they're taking medicine for blood clots, they need to watch how much vitamin K is in their diet because that could create some problems. All right, so here are 3 different medications people use for clotting issues, pretty common ones. The first one's heparin. It's actually in an emergency. It will help thin the blood quick, fast, and in a hurry right now. Coumadin. My grandmother was on Coumadin, also called warfarin. It's more of a long-term blood thinner to keep from getting clots causing strokes, heart attacks, those kinds of things. Aspirin could also be taken, but usually is taken daily because it inhibits platelet activation. There are those clotting factors again, lots of them. You don't need to know them all, but they are mostly made by the liver. And vitamin K is an important source to help with clotting, but need to be careful with it in your diet if you have clotting problems. Hope that was helpful.